Jason, we talked about it before the game, but definitely physical, definitely chippy. How'd you guys kind of overcome some of that?
Yeah, I thought we knew that we had to come with some physicality. That's what they do, and so I thought we matched it, and we didn't back down. They might be a little bit bigger than us, but again, being able to rebound the ball and play with some pace, I thought everyone did their part and did it at a high level. And I think being in Indiana, just learning from our mistakes. I said that after the game we'll be better, and I thought we were better of being able to take the ball out and get the ball past half court and take care of the ball. And so the guys learned from that experience, and it's just the group in that locker room, the character of the energy and trying to find a way to win. That could have been a game that could have stuck with us for a while, but they turned the page and they played at a high level tonight.
Obviously, a season high, 31 points from Spencer Dinwiddie tonight. When you look at how he's able to generate his offense and kind of get to the line, I guess what stands out about his game?
Well, we've been asking him to do that since the injuries, and so he did that at a high level, 9 for 12, got to the free throw line, and then just being able to find guys. I think setting the table for others has helped him to be able to score.
How was just Kai Jones fitting in and impacting the game for you guys?
Yeah, I think when you look at Kai, on the minute restriction right now, his ability to change shots, his ability to play make has been really good for us. And then just his ability to have the vertical game. And so that's something that we haven't had. And for him to do that, he seems like he's been with us all year.
Coach, looking at PJ, he had 27 points and 4 blocks. Just how important is his two-way prowess on the floor?
Yeah, I thought he did a really good job on Cunningham early, even though Cunningham got 35 points tonight. I thought PJ was really, really good. He had a spell there where he had a couple turnovers, but it made a big three. And just to understand on to the next play mentality, he makes a big corner three in the left corner. So just his maturity, and then for him to be able to take the ball out at the end to get to the right guys. I thought it was a great pass he threw to Clay on the run. And so he's been great, and we're going to need him, continue to keep playing at the level that he's playing at right now.
With all 5 starters and double figures, do you feel like when offense is clicking like that, it becomes contagious?
Well, I think we just scored 130-something in Indiana, so everybody feels good right now. And so to score 123 against Detroit, it just shows that the ball's moving and guys are generating and executing the game plan. I thought in that first quarter to be able to get that many threes in the corner is something that we talked about, and guys took advantage of that. But right now the ball is moving, everybody's touching it, and the ball's touching the paint, getting to the basket. I thought B. Will was aggressive, even though he started 0 for 6. I thought his ability to get in the paint and make plays for others was really good. So if we can continue to keep scoring and get a couple stops, hopefully that can lead to some wins.
Can you kind of quantify just how big this win is, given they're hitting the road and you kind of needed to stop the bleeding?
Yeah, I think anytime you get the getaway game up before you go on the road to get a win, feels good. And now we'll turn the page. We got Brooklyn on Monday and New York on Tuesday. So we get a chance to catch our breath, and then we go into a back-to-back. So it's good to go on the road with a win.
Are you expecting any of the big guys to travel for that trip?
We'll see tomorrow, see how they feel. So we'll see. Thanks.
Thanks, sir.
Can you save this far?
I'll just wait.
Yeah. How much did a win like this mean, considering how y'all came out of the Pacers loss?
Yeah, I mean, being able to close, not turn the ball over was great. I think it's just trying to keep the pulse, the heartbeat going. You know what I'm saying? Waiting for, obviously, the big dogs to get back. So that's all we're trying to do right now.
Yeah, so the season high for you. Just what was working for you, especially getting to the free throw line?
Just made shots. I mean, I think, I got a couple of the, take foul free throws at the end. So, that helps a little bit. But overall, just made shots, got to the rim, tried to apply pressure to the defense like instructed to do.
It sounded like AD got 2 practices in with the Legends this week. I mean, how much of that is just in the back of your mind of all right, he's getting closer,
Oh, that's what I said. It's a hold down the fort mentality. You know what I'm saying? Stay in striking distance. You get a top 75 guy back. Who knows what can happen?
You were right there when THJ had the injury. What were your thoughts on just that, and then just THJ as a teammate as well?
Oh, he was great. You know what I'm saying? He helped welcome me my first year here, even though, he was out with the broke foot while we was my first year, but it's still a great teammate. We actually used to sit next to each other. I used to have Cade Jones' locker. He used to sit in Prosper's locker, so that was pretty cool. As far as the injury, honestly, I didn't know what happened. So, I went for the steal and, Cade Jones, whatever, and then he was just on the ground. I just asked, how it happened. But when PJ said, TSJ stepped on his foot, not in a good way, but it was like a relief thing. Because anytime, there's a step back mechanism and somebody goes down, all that, you think the worst. But if he stepped on PJ's foot, then it's just an ankle. Obviously, that sucks, but, ankles heal. You feel me? So.
On a lighter note, you're always running to your kids, hug them after the game. How much does that perspective remind you of, why you do everything that you do?
Oh, for sure. I mean, listen, anybody that's parents understand what it is. So, those are my dogs. I love them. And, Elijah now is coming up on 7, so he's starting to really understand, what his dad does and all that sort of stuff. And likes to play basketball now and, likes to be at the games and all that stuff. So, anytime I can involve them, it's big time. My 1-year-old he's just fat and eats and tries to not sleep, so that's different. Yeah.
We talked about you being a vet in this league the other night. When you have a season high or have a really good game against the Pistons who drafted you, does that make it a little bit more significant?
I used to have a vendetta against them many, many years ago. It's not like that anymore. I mean, most of the staff has changed. In fact, their lead PT now was with me in Brooklyn, and we have a good relationship, so it's nothing really like that. And, it's funny because the young guys on our team think I'm old, but if you really look at it, I'm not. But it is what it is. I think, the last year being kind of up and down, people thought I couldn't play anymore. But narratives and politics don't mean somebody can't play. I ain't never met a 30-year-old that just automatically became ass out of nowhere, after being nice for 10 years. They don't really make sense. You may buy that story, but it don't really make sense. So it is what it is.
How motivating is that as a player to have people just count you out and just, kind of your career's over type of thing?
When you're younger, it's very motivating. When you're older, you bruh, what the hell? So it's a little bit different. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's a different feeling because it don't make no sense to you, but you understand that's the business sometimes, and narratives fly and people run with it. So I think my agent sent me something. I'm still a top 15 ISO player, even with all the crazy stuff that happened this year. You feel me? Being on the bench, starting, not playing, all that stuff. So you don't do that by accident. That's just kind of part of it.
How do you feel about this? How do you feel about this road trip for fairly important games?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we can't really afford to look ahead. We got to kind of take it a day at a time because, again, every day is different. We don't know who's going to be healthy on any given day. We don't know if we got 8 guys, 9 guys. We don't know what it's going to be. So you take it a day at a time. Like I said, you just try to keep the pulse going and wait for reinforcements. But, it's all positive signs that way. And, we believe not just in AD, especially in AD, but not just in AD and Gaff Live, those type of guys, become a force. And then defensively, I think, PJ sliding down to the 3, you become a really big defensive lineup.
Spencer, you mentioned PJ. He had 27 points. He had 4 blocks tonight as well.
Yeah.
How important is his two-way prowess out there?
He's the connective piece. He's what blends the lines together. I said that early, even when we had a different roster construction, but it's the same thing. He's still the connecting piece. So that's the linchpin.
I saw you holding your wrist there late in the game. Take us through what happened and how
I don't get hurt, bro. Don't worry about it. Knock on wood or something, but
that's evident by how many games you played this year.
Listen, if you look at my career, see, a lot of people think I missed a lot of games in my career, but the first 2 years in Detroit, they just didn't play me. So there was DNP coaches' decisions. So if you take out that year and my ACL year, which I actually was hurt, and the other, 7, 8 years of my career, I played all the time. COVID year, I played all 65 games. I played 80 games, I think, once played 70-something games multiple times. Like, it's, you know, even the year I came back from ACL, I played every game but the back-to-backs, and that's just because it was medically mandated. And we went on the conference finals run, so played a bunch of games that year too. Like, I pride myself on being able to be available and like try to help the team whatever fashion I can. So that's
Thanks, Ben. Cool.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
PJ, obviously this is a physical, gritty game. Just what did it take to kind of come out with the victory?
I think in the second half we played really well on both ends of the floor. And I think it was just a team effort for everybody to keep playing, obviously play through the physicality, and just try to finish the game strong.
What would you look? You started out 4 for 4 from 3. Just what was working for you tonight from beyond the arc?
Just got my feet under me. Felt good, letting them all go, and just kind of let them go in rhythm. So just glad they fell, and I'm kind of really pissed off at myself because these 9 turnovers, that's terrible. So I got to be better. But yeah, I wanted to just let y'all know that.
You guys have still been putting up pretty big point totals, even though a lot of guys are out. I mean, I guess how are you guys doing that offensively as a team?
Just trusting each other, playing together, making the right plays. And obviously we got guys out there that can score. And I think everybody's trying to find a rhythm together. Me, Spence, Clay, even Kai's been great. Jaden's been great coming back from injury. Everybody's stepping up in a big way, and we need everybody's help.
Yeah, and how has Kai just, impacted the game, the team, the 3 games he's been with y'all?
His athleticism is out this roof. He can be a really good player in this league. I just try to be there for him and just try to help him and mentor him any way I can. Obviously, I was with him in Charlotte, so he's just grown so much as a player, and I know he has so much potential. I'm happy he's here, and I know the sky's the limit for him.
When you played with him in Charlotte to now, how would you say, what parts of his game that you've seen from being his teammate have grown the most?
I think he's just grown mentally as a player, being able to understand coverages, being able to talk on the defensive end, being in the right spots, being a great help defender, rebounding the ball at a high level, and obviously his athleticism is out of this world. So, like I said, I think the sky's the limit for him, and he's going to keep getting better.
Knowing you guys have to hit the road now and had to stop the bleeding, how big was it to get this and knock this out?
It was huge. Definitely a big win. I'm glad we got this one. Definitely put us in a good direction going forward. Can't wait to get on the road and go out there and battle with those teams too.
With all the injuries this team has dealt with and is dealing with, what's kind of your mentality and your approach as you head down the stretch here?
I tell the guys every time we're in huddle, this is all we got, and I feel like this is all we need. No matter who's on the floor, we feel like we can go out there and play at a high level. And I just try to encourage my teammates and put confidence in them as well. And guys are coming out to play no matter if we win, lose, or draw, and that's all you can ask for.
PJ, going off that, I think we asked you this like a month ago, but how do you think you've grown as a leader just with all this adversity?
Just being more vocal. I think obviously I've been on bad teams before, and I know how it can get real fast. So just trying to keep everybody's spirits up and just being the guy that is vocal each and every night and just trying to lead by example as well.
After tonight, you and the Suns have 11 games each left each. How much are you guys kind of paying attention to the standings right now?
All the time. That's all we can really pay attention to right now. But with that being said, we can only take it one game at a time. Obviously, we know we're fighting with them, but we got to keep the task at the game ahead of us. So we can't overlook anybody, obviously, right now, and we have to go out there and fight in every second of every game.
How much did going through Wednesday's thing help tonight? Because it was a very similar situation there with a minute or 2 left.
Wednesday's game was on me. I missed too many free throws. I missed a free throw tonight, so I think we just got to be better. I think we executed better tonight in the last minute and a half, and obviously we won the game. So I think guys felt that one in Indiana and didn't want it to happen again tonight. Thank you. No, go ahead.
What does it see Tim go down there in the second quarter?
It was super tough. I think he stepped on me and rolled his ankle. I hope he's doing well. And you obviously hate to see one of your brothers go out like that, but I know the type of person he is, the type of player he is, and he's going to be back strong. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
I heard it. Appreciate it.